Hello there, Scorpio, and welcome to your zodiacal reading for the month of December 2022. So, I pulled up a Britney Spears Oracle card for you, and what we got was the Strong Woman. And this Oracle deck was written by this strong woman right here, Karen Nesvig. Alright, lives in St. Paul, Minnesota. Okay, so here we go. Strong woman, Britney. My loneliness ain't killing me no more. Britney sings in Stronger, referencing the line, baby, one more time. Oh, this is her from Stronger. Okay, I thought it looked familiar. The strong woman has learned important lessons that drive her on her quest for knowledge and confidence. Stronger, and the woman at the center of the song, is all about standing up for yourself and clearing a path toward your goals, no matter what. Channel the strong woman when things feel uncertain or overwhelming. Now it's nothing but your way, Scorpio. Alright? Remember this Britney strong woman. Anytime someone tries to mess with you, see if it comes up in the reading, alright? Speaking of which, we'll get to it right now. I humbly call upon thee, E-I-O, that thou wilt send Haru, the great angel that has set over the operations of this secret wisdom, to lay his hands invisibly upon these consecrated cards of art, that thereby we may obtain knowledge of hidden things to the glory of thy ineffable name. Amen. Okay. This will be a Tree of Life spread, Tree of Life reading. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, all of my information, contact information is in the description box, so feel free anytime, Scorpio. Please like and subscribe this video. It helps. Hope you all had a good Thanksgiving and are having a good Sagittarius season. Alright. And we will be using Thoth Tarot, of course. Of course we'll be using Thoth Tarot. And Scorpio, strong woman. Very curious to see what we have here for you today. So let's get to it. Spirit. What do we have for Scorpio and pure consciousness, the heart of the matter? Please. Queen of Discs, watery part of Earth. Okay, wisdom, actions you can take. The Observer, please. Nine of Swords, cruelty. Mars and Gemini. Binah, understanding, things you need to understand. The Divine Feminine, the Observed. Ruled by Saturn, please. The Princess of Discs, the earthy part of Earth. Curious. Okay, we're crossing the abyss into wisdom, chesed, things you need to be grateful for. The subjective experience, and ruled by Jupiter, please. All right, the Prince of Swords, the airy part of air. Okay, excuse me. Up next we have severity, challenges you may face, the objective world, and is ruled by Mars, your rulership. Please. Knight of Wands, the fiery part of fire. Add the same card in the same place in a personal reading for myself today. So I guess we have something in common, sort of. Scorpio, let's continue. Your beauty, the Philosopher's Stone. Your advice from Spirit, ruled by the Sun, please. Different. Swiftness, Eight of Wands, Sagittarian energy. Okay, your thoughts and emotions, the will and the way. Ruled by Venus. Adjustment, Libra energy. Okay. Up next is methods or means, the how and the way. Or by Mercury. Please. Ah, the Chariot. Cancerian energy. Okay, and next we have the moon, but I do want to check one thing, and just bear with me. I just want to see what your path is. And I should have checked it before I started, I know. But I feel like it's rather important. So bear with me. 6 to 7, okay. Thank you. All right, up next is the moon. Your foundation, your subconscious beliefs, your personal subconscious, your Christ consciousness, your inner child. Please. All right, the Queen of Wands. Watery part of fire. Up next, we have Malkuth, the kingdom, your embodiment, your overall outcome, your overall energy, ruled by the earth. Please. The Fool. I've seen him in a while. All right. Thank you, Spirit. And thank you, Scorpio, for being here. Always a pleasure. All right. Let's get right into it. Queen of Discs, the head of your tree. Not too well dignified, elementally speaking, but let's not worry about that today. Queen of Discs is the watery part of Earth, and she's kind of a relaxed kind of energy. She's receptive. She's willing to wait for things to grow, to come to her, and she knows her worth, right? She's got the whole world in her hands here, and she's got this scepter here, and she has big long horns, and as you can see, she just kind of sits pretty and waits for things to come to her. It kind of looks like the horns on this lady sitting on my shirt here. Now I look at it, it's freaking me out a little bit. Okay, Scorpio. So this is in your pure consciousness. I feel like in the month of December, there's much that you desire, obviously, your sign, but you're also kind of not taking too much action towards it. You're kind of just sitting back and waiting for it to come to you. If that makes any sense. Let's continue. All right, actions you can take. Nine of Swords, cruelty. All right, Mars in Gemini. And cruelty is just kind of being hard on yourself, right? Beating yourself up. Your thoughts have turned against you, Scorpio. Oh no, what happens, right? Blood on the swords, because the swords, you know, they represent air, which represents the intellect. And there's white on the drips, the little drips, because, not because, but they're there because Spirit, I'm trying to get rid of because Spirit is crying, and those are her tears. She's saying, why are you being so hard on yourself, Scorpio? Why? Don't be so hard on yourself. Now this is coming up under wisdom and divine masculine, so I feel like there's something you really, really want in this month, and you're not getting it, and since you're not getting it, you're just being really hard on yourself, Scorpio, right? You want it, you know you can get something, and you have that passion, you have that, you know, again, desire, and I feel intuitively you're not getting it, and because, like I said, you're being really hard on yourself. And Wise Money says you don't have to be, right? Anytime this card comes up in a place of like wisdom or mercy or even advice, I'd still try to find a positive within it, because I'm not going to tell you, oh, just be wise and be mean to yourself and that's it, because that's never the message. So for wisdom, I say Wise Money says you don't need to do this. You don't need to be so cruel. But also, the thoughts are there. Because we can't really control our thoughts. Not as much as we like to think. And we have about 70,000 of them a day. Damn, that's a lot of thoughts. And if this is how they're coming out, if you can, when they do come up, just let them go. Just let them go and see them for what they are. Just petty, perhaps justified. No, they're not. I'm going to take that back. They're not justified, but they're there. So make space for them, get rid of them, take yourself to a movie, do something that you enjoy, do something that gives you pleasure. But on a surface level, yeah, it's You're getting hard on yourself, Scorpio. I can relate. I really can. Let's continue. What do you say? All right. Be not understanding, things you need to understand, the divine feminine. Also the observed, right? The Nine of Swords was the observer, right? And this is what is being observed. The Princess of Discs, the earthy part of Earth. The Princess of Discs is, well, she's the purest, she's the purest expression of the elements in her office, right, of discs. And see, she's pregnant with child, right? And again, we got this, well, because it's Earth, but it's freaking me out. Okay, and we have the yin yang here, right? And what she mostly speaks of is when you're pregnant, right? There's so many possibilities what that thing could be, right? It could be a great kid, it could be a big monster guy. It could be a lot of different things. I feel like what you need to understand for this month is that maybe you're pregnant, in which case, congratulations. But, I'm not that good yet, so I don't want to say that. But if you are pregnant, good job. But maybe you're pregnant with an idea, you're pregnant with a new vision of yourself, you're pregnant with desire for something. Maybe you're not even sure what it is you're pregnant with. You've been incepted with something perhaps, right? You heard a TED Talk and it's like changing you already and you don't even know it's changing you. That's kind of what the Princess of Discs is about, right? Yin and yang right here, right? Change, night to day. And she is pregnant with something. So I don't get this card too much in personal readings, so I don't know all too much about her, but I do know that she does symbolize new beginnings, possibilities. So whatever you're going through in the month of December that seems new to you, just kind of be open to all the different possibilities. It is coming up under Saturn, and Saturn is a planet of limitation and discipline. So there could be a lot of things to consider here, okay? Let's continue. All right, now we cross the abyss. That's where it gets fun. All right, things you need to be grateful for. The Prince of Swords. What? Yeah, Prince of Swords, the airy part of air. Why, Spiritual Warrior Tarot, do I need to be grateful for this Prince of Swords, you ask? And I'm glad you do. Okay. It's a heavy card. For me, it's a heavy card personally. All right, so here he is, the Prince of Swords. He's on his chariot, right? And he's trying to get things done. He's trying to move forward, right? And he's trying to balance things out. But here, 1, 2, 3 different Prince of Swords. And they all have their own little triangles here and their own chariots, and they all want to go do their own thing. And this is a kind of energy of like, oh yeah, I could do that over there. Oh, I could do this over there. Oh, I could do that too. I could do all 3. I am doing all 3. Wait, which one am I doing? Okay, I'm doing this one. I'm doing this one. I'm doing this one too. That one too, and this one too. I'm multitasking times plus the 1. 3 times tasking. It's ADD gone haywire, right? And look, he just wants to. It's almost like he wants to cut the strings, right? He wants to, but he can't, and he can only move forward. This is a funny thing. He can only move forward when it's by accident, I believe. So that's a tricky one. That's a tricky one, especially for things you have to be grateful for. It's coming up under Jupiter too, so Jupiter has a lot of emotions, right? Heavy emotions. And your thoughts aren't doing you any help, right? Wisdom. And what you need to be grateful for. Well, it's tricky. I had this card come up for me in Thanksgiving, and my mind was all over the place. And it's almost like the Wheel of Fortune when this card comes up. You want to stay in the center, right? You have to understand that these 3 different, not literally, but your thoughts are going in 3 different directions. So it's almost like you have to let them go and let yourself be led down these different directions, if that makes any sense. But this is a tricky card. It's a card of distraction, of not being able to make progress, Maybe that's why you have the Queen of Discs in your pure consciousness. You're just kind of waiting for things to unfold as they will, because you know that you can't really be making any progress, at least not the kind that you would like, Scorpio. And this is your subjective experience too, so it's kind of hard to explain this to anybody else. And I've not tried to. I've never tried to explain it to anyone before, except now. Okay, let's continue. Challenges you may face. The Knight of Wands. And this is well dignified, it is, but it's also a challenge. It's severity, right? And it's the objective world. Now, the Knight of Wands, it's a mature energy, right? The Knight of Wands goes after who he loves, what he loves, and nothing stops him or her, right? This horse is erect. Pardon my French. I don't know. I can say that, but it is, right? And it's going forward, and he's got his torch right here, and nothing's gonna stop him, right? It's like Batman in the Dark Knight, right? And he's in his car, and it's broken. You think he's done, and he's like, nope. And he switches gears, and bam, he's out, like the Knight of Wands. That's gonna be trouble for you this month, especially with this in your mercy. Yeah. This being what you need to be grateful for. This guy becoming this guy, that's going to be a challenge. That's someone else's path, so I don't know why I bring that up. I'm just trying to see if there's a way around this, if we can get you to become this Knight of Wands character. And there are some ways. But just know, doing things where it's like, okay, I have to do this. I know I have to do this. Why am I not doing this? What's going on here? It's hard to focus this month. Perhaps you have family in town. Perhaps you have issues with the holidays. The holidays can be very distracting, and it can be hard to get things done. I personally, it's because of the way I was raised. It's like it's like the Eight of Swords, right? It's like half my thoughts are Christmas and half my thoughts are everything else. But yeah, Knight of Wands. It's gonna be hard for you to do things in a mature way and to take action. And this is your rulership, Mars. So you're really going to be wanting, the universe is going to be pulling you in a direction to do something about something or someone. Could even be a job. Don't forget, you are a strong woman, so don't take it from nobody, not even me. Anybody, excuse me. Apologize for that. That was a lightsaber. Not my cell phone, okay. We continue into Tiferet, and that is your advice from Spirit, your beauty, ruled by the sun. And for that we have swiftness, all right? The Eight of Wands, Sagittarian energy, fire energy. And this is an energy of getting messages fast, quick-paced, right? Almost like the Chariot, which is also coming up for you, right? Now this could be how this guy gets unleashed, right? You come to sudden realizations like, oh, okay, I can do this, I can do that, I can do that. If I do this, I can bring it all together, right? All these things come together at one single moment here, and they form this kind of energy, right? They do, right? It's like electric, it's fast, it's quick downloads. It could also symbolize, technology, getting a lot of emails or texts. But I mostly see it as getting, downloads from the divine, from Spirit, in a very quick motion, or very quick, in no time at all, right? So, okay, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do that, and it's focusing. It's almost the opposite of the Prince of Swords, right? It's very focused and clear what you need to do. That's why it's called swiftness. So your advice from Spirit is, I feel, whatever you're gonna do it fast. Don't linger. Don't get too caught up in that Prince of Swords kind of energy. And either act or don't act, right? Either take the hard route with the Knight of Wands and do your thing, or else chill out with the Queen of Discs. Now your next card, 6 of 7. All right, I've been learning about the Hebrew letters and how they work in the tarot. It doesn't matter. This is your path. Another lightsaber. This is your path, Scorpio, all right? To go from swiftness to adjustment, right? Swiftness to adjustment. 8 of Wands to your justice, right? Stuck here in the Prince of Swords and you have this cruelty and you know you got to do something about this Princess of Discs. We have a lot of people cards here. There's a lot of different people influencing you, a lot of different roles you have to fill, a lot of different hats you have to wear. This is your path, right? This is your advice from Spirit. These are your thoughts and emotions, right? I have to do this right. I have to find balance. I have to make a couple adjustments. I know what to do, right? When this comes, you know what to do. Your advice from Spirit is when the time is right, you'll know what to do, and then you'll make the necessary adjustments to make things right. This is also coming up under Venus, planet of love. So perhaps it's some form of self-care. Perhaps it's some form of taking care of others. Adjustment is karma, right? You do one thing and right, I drop this card and what happens? Oh, it falls. Oh, I pick it up, make the adjustment, and it's back up again. Everything's okay, right? She's on her tippy toes here. She has the Ace of Swords. She has a blindfold, but if you look really closely, she has one eye open, right? She has one eye open. And she's your overall energy as girlfriend. I don't know how that's going to come into the reading necessarily, but this is your path. This is where you're going, all right? Balance. Things are all over the place for you this month, Scorpio. But you're going to find balance. All right, you just have to look within yourself and listen to your higher intelligence. Use the force, as they say. Okay, let's continue. Methods or means, the way about going, the way and the how, brought to you by the Chariot, Cancerian energy. Okay, so the Chariot is all about, again, making decisions fast, quick-paced, right? And, all right, we have the crab here, and the guy or girl is in this, the shell casing, right, like the crab. He's very focused. He has the 4 wheels here and the 4 pillars, representing that he's well balanced with his emotions, with his spirit, with his thoughts, and with his body, right? When all those things are in balance, you can go and nothing will stop you. Again, I get balance, right? Once you find your balance, boom, you're taking off. You're taking action. Then, once you understand this kind of energy and balance, maybe this challenge for you right here becomes something that is a little bit more doable, right? Because the challenges, they're just strengths, and strengths invite challenge or entice challenge, right? So, but you're not ready for this yet. Once you understand the Chariot energy, which is brought to you by Cancerian, you're welcome. Just kidding. But once you understand that, then you'll be able to take off and do whatever it is you need to do. At least that's what I see here in the tree. Okay? All right. Swiftness, adjustment, Chariot. Okay. We continue to the moon, your subconscious beliefs, and your foundation. Another person card. Okay. The Queen of Wands, the watery part of fire. Now, the Queen of Wands, she's not too different from the Queen of Discs, right? They're both water, but she's watery part of fire, right? And she has this cougar here, and she has her hand placed on it. This kind of symbolizes that she could let this cougar just kind of tear everything apart anytime she wishes, but she's playing it cool, right? She's holding it in, and she's being cool and dignified about it, right? And this is usually someone who's very hot and passionate and fiery, attractive, right? She's got this pine cone wand and just like rays coming out of her head. So subconsciously, I feel like you feel like, if I wanted to, I could tear this whole place apart. I could do everything I wanted. Everything I want, everything I desire. But something's not right yet. Something's not right yet. So I'm gonna play it cool. I'm gonna keep a lid on it, so to speak. Right? I'm gonna wait till my thoughts. I'm gonna wait until at least I can either let my thoughts go, or at least I can see where they're coming from, so that I don't have to let them rule me. That's what the Queen of Wands would be good for. So if this is in your subconscious, that's good. That means you're gonna wait until time is right to strike, so to speak, or do whatever it is you need to do. Scorpio, okay. All right, now we come to the big part of the reading, the overall outcome. The overall energy, what all this is adding up to, which is the Fool. Yeah. So the Fool is taking a chance, taking a risk, taking a leap of faith. Scorpio, right? Right, he's got this tiger biting him, right? And he's got the 3 rings here, which symbolize a whole lot of Kabbalistic stuff, which I'm not going to get into, all right? But he's got green on, like me, okay? And like I said, he's Adjustment's boyfriend. I forget how that happened, of course, but there it is. So whatever you're doing this month, it's going to be a risk. It's going to feel like a risk. But you're going to come to a point where you're like, you know what? I don't care, right? I have to see a certain family member. I have to do something for Christmas. I don't want to do it, but I feel like I have to do it. I'm going to do it because I don't care. Or at least you believe you don't care. That's the Fool's kind of superpower, right? He's ignorant. So play the Fool. He's ignorant, so he doesn't know exactly what he's dealing with, right? Oh, what is that? Is that a tiger biting me? Cool. Is that bad? I don't care. Whatever. I'm a fool. I'll do whatever I want. Very interesting. Fool is your overall outcome. Your path is swiftness to adjustment, and your way is the Chariot, right? Understanding your body and becoming one with it. And your challenge is this Knight of Wands, and I'm just renaming the cards here, but I'm just trying to paint you a picture here of what I see. Because I see success here for you. It's just not going to be the kind of success that you normally would want or picture, and it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be overly difficult, but there's going to be a lot of stuff you're going to have to let go of, right? The self-defeating attitude, this kind of ADD, being all over the place with this isn't right, that's not right, this shouldn't be. Your advice from Spirit is wait until the answers come to you, and they will come. And if no solutions or answers come to you, just chill out with the Queen of Discs. Just be cool. It'll all come to you. And even if it doesn't feel like you want to be the Queen of Discs this month, it doesn't feel too well dignified, it's not your usual kind of role, per se. If you can't embody the Chariot and you can't find your adjustment, if you can't find your path from here to here, then that would be my advice. But yeah, overall you are taking a risk and a leap of faith, which is always a good thing, especially around this time of year. Alright, Scorpio, so that's the reading. I hope it helped. I hope someone needed to hear it. If you're still with me, thank you for being here. Again, please like it if you liked it, and hit subscribe to help the channel grow into a nice, big, healthy channel. Have a good holiday season. Until next time, sayonara. Scorpio, don't get on you. Alright, take it easy. Bye.